Hey there and welcome back to my channel. This is Sachin sir and today we will try to understand what does exactly it means. Order of operation. These operations are nothing but addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And while solving these operations, we have to follow a particular order to get the correct answer. Don't believe me? Okay, we will give same question to two different individuals, Sonu and Monu, and let's see what answer do they get if they follow different order. See friends, I have a calculator and I have first only calculated this sum and I know the perfect answer also. Don't worry. I like addition, so I will solve addition first. So in that manner, 2 plus 4, answer is 6 and then multiplied by 5 and I have calculated on calculator. So it's my answer is 30 wrong and I'm damn sure it is right. He doesn't know anything. I will let you know. His answer is wrong. We have to solve it with the BODMAS rule. You know that. Have you heard this name BODMAS? Okay, this BODMAS. So I will teach you this order of operation. According to that rule, we have to multiply that first and then we have to carry out other operations. Accordingly, 5 into 4, we get the answer 20 and then you have to add 2 and that makes the answer 22. 22 is the right answer. Who will get the correct answer? Monu or Sonu? Any idea? Before jumping to any conclusion, we will try to understand what are the steps required to understand this order of operation. Okay, whenever we are trying to solve any mathematical operation, at that time we have to follow particular order. We have to solve it from left to right. Very first, while moving left to right, we will observe all the multiplication and division first. If multiplication comes first, do the multiplication. If division comes first, solve the division. After completing all these multiplication and division, then try to solve addition and subtraction in the order they appear first. Okay, there are three types of bracket. One is square bracket, another one is curly bracket, and third one is simple bracket. If you see any bracket present in the question and in that bracket more than one operation is there, then again we have to follow the first two steps while solving it. Do not forget it, and we have to begin the solving by opening the brackets. These rules or these steps will make more sense if we try to solve the sums. So here is the first sum on the board. 50 into 5 divided by 2 plus 24. Okay, so very first observe left to right. What do you think? We have one multiplication, one division, right, and one addition. Which operation we have to solve first? What do you think? Yes, we have to solve multiplication and division in the order they present from left to right. So very first we have multiplication, that is 50 into 5, right? Rest of the sum, don't think about it right now. Okay, so we have to carry out the multiplication and rest of the sum you have to copy it down as it is. So what do we get? 250 as the answer and remaining sum is written as it is. After that, what do you feel? There are two operations left. One is division and one is addition, right? Yes, we have to carry out division first. So when the moment you divide 250 by 2, okay, that means we have to make it half. Dividing any number by 2, that means we have to make it half. So considering this part, half of 250 is 125. So we are left with 125 plus 24 and only one operation is there now, that is addition, and my answer is 149. If you change the order, if you do the addition first, then of course you will get the wrong answer. The most important part that I had explained is about brackets also. So let's try to solve one sum including bracket. Okay, so here is the sum on the board. In the bracket we have 13 into 4 and outside the bracket we have divided by 2 and minus 26 here. So very first we have to open the bracket first. For luckily we have only one operation in the bracket, right? So only that operation we have to solve. Now if there is only one operation in the bracket, it doesn't matter which operation is there, addition, subtraction or division. We have to begin our sum by solving that bracket first. Okay, so in the bracket we have 13 into 4, right? Rest of the sum we have to copy it down as it is and the answer of that multiplication is 52. Right, so in short we have 52 divided by 2 and then subtracted by 26, right? So what we are left, 52 divided by 2 is what we need to do, right? The moment you carry out the division, you get the answer 26, and yes, 26 minus 26 we get 0, and that is our final answer. Yes or no? Now what happens if more of the brackets and more of operations are given to you? Okay, very first, no need to fear because Sachin sir is here. If you observe, we have one square bracket and few simple bracket also in the question, right? So if you observe that square bracket first, move left to right in the observation. There is one multiplication, that is negative 11 into negative 3. Okay, and there is one division also, negative 42 divided by 14. So the moment we try to solve from left to right, we have to complete first of all multiplication division. So underline it. Okay, we can carry out two operations at a time. So the moment you know which operations are to be carried out, okay, rest of the sum you have to copy it down as it is first. Okay, so after copying the rest of the sum, now negative 11 into negative 3, what is the answer of it? Positive 33. Yes. Okay, and then the moment you divide negative 42 by 14, what is the answer? Of course it is negative 3, because we know in 14's table 14 threes is 42. Okay, and the way I told you, remaining sum is as it is. Now if you observe the sum very clearly, now in the bracket from left to right there is no multiplication and division, right? And in that bracket we have only subtraction, subtraction and subtraction, correct or not? Now the moment you move left to right, the very first operation is 33 minus negative 3. And if you remember the rules of integer, if you do not, here is the link. While carrying out the subtraction, we never subtract, we add the opposite number, right? So 33 will be written as it is, turn that subtraction into addition, and negative 3 will be written in its opposite form, that is positive 3. Okay, so in short what we have, 33 plus 3, negative 1. Keep it in mind, this is the rule of integer. To go in more depth, the link is given over here, try to learn it more deeply. Okay, now if you observe the bracket, now we have 33 plus 3 minus 1. So 33 plus 3, this is what operation we need to carry out, we have to complete. So in the bracket we are left with, the moment you complete the addition, 36 minus 1, right? But still we need to continue the bracket because one operation is still remaining, right? Now subtract 1 from 36, what is the number left? 35. And now at last we have 140 divided by 35, right? And the moment you carry out the division over here, if you see the table of 35, you will come to know that 35 fours is 140, right? And that is why my final answer is 4. Here is the next question on the board. Question is again little bigger, but doesn't matter until unless you follow the rules, you follow the order perfectly. If you observe the sum, you will come to know that there are two brackets. Very first bracket consists subtraction and another bracket consists multiplication, right? So of course, bracket within the bracket we have to solve the one which is innermost one. Okay, and if you are confident enough, the way I told you, you can carry out 2 to 3 operations at a time. We will solve 2 operations present in the bracket. So leaving those bracket, the underlined one, you have to copy remaining sum as it is, and the moment you solve the bracket operation, in the first bracket we have 220 minus 40, that results in 80. Okay, and the second bracket we have negative 2 multiplied by 5, that results in negative 10. Okay, keep it in mind. And now if you observe, we have curly bracket, right? Inside the curly bracket we have square bracket. In the square bracket there are 2 operations we will carry out. We will go left to right and we will carry out multiplication first, and that is nothing but 10 into 9. So leaving 10 into 9, remaining sum will be written as it is, the way you are looking at the board, and the answer of 10 to 9 is 90, right? And that results in, inside the square bracket, 90 plus in bracket negative 10. And my dears, again still there is one operation in the bracket, so that bracket we need to solve, that is a square bracket, right? Remaining sum as it is down. So what we are left with, 90 plus negative 10. According to integers rule, if two numbers are opposite in sign, okay, we have to do the subtraction, and after carrying out the subtraction we have to give bigger number sign, and that means 90 minus 10, answer is 80. Bigger number sign is positive, so we have to write positive 80, and outside the bracket of the positivity again positive sign is there. So if you do not write that positive sign, even then it's okay. So that makes inside the curly bracket we have 80 plus 80, and outside the bracket we have negative 100. Isn't it right? Okay, I hope I'm making some sense to these questions. Okay, if you have any problem, boys and girls, you feel free to ask in the comment section below. Okay, so here we go forward. 80 plus 80 results in 160. Outside the bracket it is negative 100, so 160 minus 100 we get 60, and that is what the last number remaining. There is an answer for us, right? Boys and girls, I hope you remember the rules of addition of fraction, right, along with division of the fraction, because in this question both we are going to utilize. Okay, so question is 3 upon 5 plus 3 upon 8 divided by 6 upon 4. So according to the order or the rules, we have to carry out multiplication and division first from left to right, right? Over here division is present, so of course we will do division, but according to the rule, in the division we do not do the division, we just write the reciprocal of a number which is after the division sign, right? That is 6 upon 4. So what we are going to do, we will change that division into multiplication, and here is the further answer. 3 upon 5 plus 3 upon 8 multiplied by, now it is written in inverse form, 4 upon 6, right? Now according to rule we have to carry out the multiplication presently over here, and if you remember the heart shape, numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator, and this is the rule to carry out the multiplication. So we get 3 upon 5, first of all you write as it is, okay, plus sign as it is, and the answer of the multiplication is nothing but 12. 3 4s are 12, okay, in the numerator, and 8 6 are 48 in the denominator. So in short it is 12 upon 48, right? Now if you observe 12 upon 48, the way we decided, we have to write the reduced or the simplest form. Okay, those numbers are divisible by 12. In the 12th table itself both the numbers are present, if you know the table. Okay, so 12 ones are 12 and 12 fours are 48, so that results in 1 upon 4, right? So what we are left with, we are left with 3 upon 5 plus 1 upon 4 and thumb dance, right? Very first, the moment you observe the denominators in 4's table you do not have 5, so of course we will move with the thumb dance procedure, right? So what we get, 3 into 4 plus 5 into 1, the whole upon 5 into 4 again. Operation, that is 3 into 4 we get 12, 5 into 1 we get 5, 5 into 4 we get 20 in the denominator. So in short we have 12 plus 5 the whole upon 20, and at last when you carry out the addition we get the answer 17 upon 20, and that is what we needed. Yes or no? Of course. Boys and girls, so it was the last sum of the exercise. Practice. I'm giving you few more sums. If you face any problem while solving those sums, do not forget to inform me in the comment section below. I'll be waiting for it, but I hope you are quite enough confident to solve these sums.